Hi everybody, it's time for Football Friday to kick off the 2020 season. It's brought to us by the West Virginia Lottery. And so here we are, Tony Caridi along with Coach Dwight Wallace. It is West Virginia against Eastern Kentucky in the much anticipated season opener. And Coach Wallace, without question, the most unique season opener in school history.
Wow, what a challenge for these coaches. I mean, I think back when I was coaching, you remember, Tony, I was a box checker. You know, I was always scared to death anyway that first game, thinking, oh my gosh, did we forget the onside kick? We forgot something, and going down checking those boxes off. And then do we really have the right starters out there, or do we have any depth any place? So what if we have to play somebody that I think's not ready, and he may even have to start? And then you finally get around to saying, wait a minute, we got an opponent. What are they going to do? And here we got a new head coach. The good news is we get a chance to see what they did last week. The bad news is they got a game under their belt, and we don't.
Last year, we saw Jared Deggy take over the Mountaineer program late. He wins 2 out of 3 on the road to end the season at Kansas State, and then, of course, at TCU. What were your hopes going to be for him going into this year?
Well, I think pretty high, actually. I liked what I saw. I felt really last year, I did get a chance to speak with the coaches some during the season, and I'd always ask about how's that other quarterback doing, you know, and they always had good reports. I mean, I think they felt comfortable with Deggy, and actually I think the thing I really like, they like both these quarterbacks right now, and that's the first time we've had a couple that can go play in a while, I think. So we do have good strength there, I think, but I like Deggy. I think he seems to be poised. He doesn't get flustered. He knows where his outlets are. Seems to be making good decisions out there, and I think it looks to me like good leadership qualities too. So all good.
And obviously a key for you from the old school, no matter if it's old or new, you've got to run the football. And that's something West Virginia just did not do well last season. That is going to be, I think, just an absolute massive part, not only to this first game of the season, but for the rest of the year. They've got to find a way to run the ball.
Kind of like going in playing football with one shoe off. You know, I mean, I felt like all year long, my gosh, you know, how are we going to line up and play? Because we just can't run the football. So I'm anxious to see that. I've liked our running backs, and we'll just see how we've come up front and how does it all fit together. I think that's the one thing that was neat with Coach Nealon. We always had pretty good balance, and one would feed off the other. You know, we had the run game, and we had the pass game, and then the transition part was the option. And people always looked at us as an option team, yet even with Major Harris, we ran maybe 4 or 5 options a game. We weren't an option team, but we had that. And how you defend the option told us whether we were going to throw it or run it. So it's always nice to have that third phase, and I don't know how strong that's going, if any. That may not have any role in our offense, but certainly the run and the pass, how those fit together will be key.
Last point from you, what do you want to see when you leave the stadium after the game is over? What do you want to walk away with?
Well, good. I think number one, early in the year, you're looking for leaders. What's our leadership look like? And we don't have a ton of seniors, so it may end up being an underclassman or it may be a senior. But I think we've got to have some leadership. These guys in practice, you can see their talent, you can see skills, you can see them making plays, not making plays. But when you get it out there on your own, on the game field, I think some leadership has to come forth, and where's that going to come from?
All right, we're looking forward to it. Kickoff is set for high noon. Our pregame coverage will begin on the Mountaineer Sports Network at 8:30 with the Go-Mart Mountaineer Tailgate Show. Join us on the radio. Along with Coach Dwight Wallace, I'm Tony Caridi, and this has been Football Friday.